180.
First leg is Gino throw first. Game on.
Well, another one of the young Dutch players that's really getting experience and played on the tours in England. There's a group of the young Dutch that come over and stick together, and they really are good players. There's a total contrast here. You've got the young Dutchman against, well, I'm not going to call him a very old Irish fella, but certainly a senior Irish fella.
85.
Yeah, he's certainly been around, Michael Mansell.
Lovely throw the young man's got. You talk about throws that will stand up under pressure when he gets experience. That throw will, body dead still, head dead still, just pulls the dart back, and a good solid release. Mickey's more of an old style dart player where he, loops the dart. The rainbow on his dart is a lot bigger than on this young man, Gino Vos.
Unlike so many of the Dutch players, doesn't hang around, Gino Vos.
100.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, you're right there, Dan. I mean, they're all very quick throwers. I don't know any of them that are what you say, methodical. That like Mickey, who richly concentrates and throws every dart like his best mate Brendan does, and other players. Once the first dart's gone with these quick throwers, and especially if it's in the right position for them, you see it with Van der Voort and Van Gerwen last night. Once the first dart's here, they in the right place. They can't wait to get rid of the other two.
Mansell is right behind Vos in this opening leg, waiting to pounce if he can't take out this 110. 92 left. Slides into that treble 5 when he wanted the treble 20. The chance has gone.
90.
And Mansell only needs one treble
116.
to get himself a chance of breaking.
Beautiful first dart. Big 16 now. Double top. A breaker throw for Mickey Mansell. Oh, great solid check out from Mickey Mansell. 116.
Game on.
And he takes the lead 1-0 and a break already. And young Gino would have been standing back there, saying, give me some luck, give me some darts at this double 10.
Yeah, didn't even get a dart at a double in that opening leg, as he lost his throw.
85.
The winner of this one goes on to face either Kim Huybrechts or Wayne Jones. Huybrechts, one of the standout performers of the opening round, demolished Dean Winstanley, 102, 103 average. Wayne Jones has come into a bit of form himself as well recently. Although Wayne has been beaten by Gino Vos on the European Tour before now.
41.
Yeah, Wayne Jones is one of those players you certainly don't take him lightly. I've seen him play some exceptional games of darts. And he's the sort of player that if he gets on a run,
100.
he gets very confident and he's very hard to beat, but it's when he gets a bit down on himself and misses doubles. But certainly a player to be reckoned with. It looks like Gino throws the old Phil Taylor dart. When Taylor used to throw the straight barrel, that's a great 140 from the young man. When Taylor used to throw the straight barrel dart with the big heavy grooves, really did have a grip on them. It looks like one of those.
Scrappy stuff from Michael Mansell in this one.
100.
Gino Voss giving himself a chance of breaking straight back. Mansell scored 41 in his last 3 visits to the board. It's a little bit more like it. It's a lot more like it, Michael Mansell.
Gino require 160.
Well, this 160 would be nice. Return the favour of Mansell's first leg. And it looks like he's going to get a dart at it and all. Double top now for Voss.
76.
You'll probably think he'll come back for another 3, but Mickey, he'll be confident because he took out the 116 in the first leg, and then if this goes in the treble 20, then he will. Well, he'd have fancied the treble 19, but that's not going to be. So he's just setting it up, putting the pressure on. 73 left. Treble 19 will leave him double 8.
Well, he sets it up nicely, but it might be in vain because Gino Voss is looking at double top to square the match up at 1 apiece. Down for double 10. Chasing him around the board.
30.
And Voss misses his first 3 darts at doubles in the match. And that, the way that Mickey Mansell set this up, suddenly becomes incredibly important. 3 darts, 16 needed. Double 8 first dart. Michael Mansell takes a 2-0 lead.
Third leg is Gino to throw first. Game on.
Well, I call, sometimes people like Mickey Mansell, old school. I think they proved it, Gino Voss has got 3 darts at double top. He wants 153. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set this up and put the pressure on. A lot of other people, when they miss the first treble, they can't go out and they'll just chuck them quickly. Mickey doesn't do that, and a lot of other players do. Phil Taylor would never do it. Just put the pressure on. Always think that your opponent's going to miss the double. And that's what happened. Mickey's 2-0 up.
And you can bet Gino Voss would have been aware,
59.
having missed the double top and the double 10, just 1 dart in his hand looking at double 5. Been aware just how close Mickey Mansell was to him. A little bit of extra pressure.
Well, good picture of Mickey's grip there and the way he throws the dart.
95.
Pretty much stolen the darts here, Mickey Mansell. Big score here. It's on 40. Be very handy indeed.
100.
Couldn't quite squeeze one into the treble bed there. Another one, I should say. Streaky stuff from Gino Voss. And he's staring down the barrel of a potential 3-0 deficit.
Yeah, not a great visit from the young man. He'll know that. And he's let Mickey in. Have 6 darts minimum from 161.
99.
He'll get at least 1 dart at double 16 or double top. And again, what the young man's got to do is just try and hit a couple of big scores. Another one of those puts the pressure on.
95. Mickey requires 62.
He's got away with it. Double top now for a 3-0 lead. Mickey Mansell.
22. Gino require 126.
19s for Gino here. Hits the treble that he needed and hits another one.
Double 6. Oh, that was unlucky.
Mickey required 40. No score.
Well, Mickey Mansell should be 3-0 up here. But Gino Voss has got a lifeline. It's a tricky one. 3-3 though. Will he split it and go 2-2-2?
Well, the first start he's got to attack it, because if he misses low, it kicks up and he's covered half the bed. But that's a brilliant dart, absolute brilliant dart. It was ironic that Mickey Mansell in the first two legs hit the double cleanly. You know, you'd have fancied him to walk up and just pin the double top. But again, a player misses doubles and lets the opponent in. See it quite a bit in the Kevin Painter Michael Barnard match, which was before this, where Michael Barnard ended up beating Kevin.
140.
Well, that leg for Voss, it was just a hold of throw.
45.
So Mansell, if he can hold his own throw here and starting off with a ton 40, is a good way to go about it. He will re-establish that two-leg cushion.
140. $60.
Well, you just feel if one of these, well, either player can get a good streak of scoring going, they can get control of this game and mix 2-1 up. Should be 3-0 up. And then Gino could say, well, I gave you the second leg, so that's one apiece on the give-me's. Perhaps they ought to go down to, I always relate this to golf in certain ways. Hey, we're taking it forward, and perhaps we could have a give-me if you're over 300 and the bloke's on a double, they just give you the leg.
Well, having watched Peter Hudson yesterday and Paul Nicholson battle it out for what felt like days on double one,
40.
I don't think you want to be giving anybody anything.
Mickey require 40.
Well, there's that double top again. He hit it in the first leg to take out the 116. Double 8 cleanly, and then he's missed 3 darts at the double the previous leg. This time, Gino Voss a long way off. He surely can only see the left-hand side of that double top. And pins it. You can see what that means to Mickey Mansell. That's a great third dart. I mean, literally couldn't see much more than 3/4 of an inch of that left-hand side of the double top. From where he was standing, the flights and stems would have covered up the rest of the double.
55.
Yeah, satisfying one that for Mansell. Gino Voss absolutely nowhere in that leg. He's not started this one off particularly well either. Can Mickey Mansell take advantage? A ton 40 certainly would count as doing that, and that's exactly what he's got.
Well, there's a good angle there of Gino Voss's throw and his stance.
140.
He follows the 140. You know, a tall young man. Mind you, you don't see many short young people nowadays. They all seem to be bigger than me now anyway.
Might you shrink as you get older, Rod?
I don't know.
100.
Probably as I put a bit of weight on, you know, that pulls the bones down. I'd probably lose an inch. I was never 6'4".
45.
Right, another poor visit from Gino Voss there.
Yeah, he's not punishing Mickey Mansell for his bad scores, and that's, you know, I call it coming over the top of him. You know, they hit a bad score, you come over the top with a good 140, gives you the 3-dart advantage straight away. We talk about
60.
how you put pressure on your opponent. You know, there's 2 types of pressure in my opinion. You know, the pressure you can exert on your opponent, but there's also the pressure you can handle from when he does. You know, if he hits a big score, you match it. When he hits a bad score, then you come over the top. So, you know, you're handling the pressure by matching his score, then you're piling the pressure on him by, you know, forcing him to be 3 darts behind. And but Mickey Mansell gets 6 darts from here, perhaps. I know he can go out on 161, and a lot of players go 25 here, but I think Mickey will. Yeah, he's gone the 25. You know, thinking on that, he gets 2 darts at a treble. If he hits a treble with the first dart, then obviously he's got 2 darts at a double. But Voss now treble 17. That's unlucky.
97. Mickey required 96.
And needs 1 treble to get himself a dart for a 4-1 lead. Treble 20 he's looking at, and he gets it. 2 darts now, Mickey Mansell, double 18. Oh, he's snuck that in, it's all the way across the other side of the board. Double 9, and there it is. The satisfaction clear to see. Mickey Mansell, a 4-1 lead now. Has he got 1 foot in the 3rd round?
It's ironic, Dan, that most right-handed players do not like the double 9, but the left-handed players, it doesn't affect them so much. I mean, James Wade, no problem hitting the double 9, Mickey Mansell there, but you talk to any of the right-handed dart players, they love the double 18, but the double 9, well, I don't know anybody that says I like it.
100.
Well, pressure now on Gino Voss, even more so. Trailing by 3 legs. You'd think he's got a break in this leg, going 5-1 down. Is there any way back from that?
100.
You wouldn't have thought so, you know, with the experience and the steady scoring that Mansell's got. You know, he hasn't got that firepower of a Michael Van Gerwen or an A.D. Lewis or an Anderson. But he's one of those players that will steady go up there and ton, 60, 140.
100.
You know, and that alone wears the opponent down, especially, you know, if he's not playing one of the heavy scorers. And, you know, Gino, a young man learning the trade, and he's a great young player who's got a great future in this game. Like, there's a lot more around like him that will, once they've got the experience, they'll be stepping up and they'll be knocking a few of these senior professionals that are on the slip. You know, very difficult, this game. It's great to see, I have to say. Thoroughly enjoy being part of it. And as Mickey Mansell hits a 180, I think that's the first of the game.
Yeah, first one of the game. And Mickey Mansell has grown into this. He slowly asserted himself. And Gino Voss has wilted a little bit. 61 left for Mickey Mansell.
That's unlucky. Going for the treble 15, which would have left him double 8. 90 scored. Going for 15, that leaves him the double 8. And again, Gino Voss not scoring well enough to put any pressure on the double of Mansell, and he's going to step up 3 clear darts at a double to go within 1 leg of the next round.
Yeah, Voss's best visit for a while, that, the 140. It may be in vain. Mickey Mansell, double 8 for a 5-1 lead. All the way over the other side for double 4. And there it is. Mickey Mansell touching distance now. He can smell the 3rd round. Were you aware, Rod, when you were playing and you've got somebody under pressure, can you see that when they're on stage and they're not able to deal with it? Can you feel that they're wilting in the face of whatever you're throwing at them? Yeah,
a lot of players you can. There wasn't many players that you couldn't see something in them. I mean, the older players, you know, like the Bristows and Lowe's in their day, and then Dennis Priestley, Phil Taylor, you know, Alan Warrener, Peter Everson, you know, you couldn't put him under pressure because he was just pound that dartboard. But a lot of the others, you know, you could see if you were the heavier scorer out of the 2, 95. You could see that, and then you think, right, I'm 140 here, and I've got him. And then, you know, in our day, we used to give it a bit as well when you hit that 140 or the 180 to make sure he knows that, you know, you're aware. But yeah, there are players you can affect, and there's obviously players that don't care. They call it gamesmanship, and some of the people say, oh, it shouldn't happen. You know, it's a load of rubbish. I mean, it happens in football. I mean, do you think in the scrums they go, oh, hello, what are you doing tonight? You know, you want to go out for a beer? No, they say horrible things about certain people, you know, and it's a little bit like that. You know, it's when you're up there and the adrenaline's rushing, especially in a world championship or a world match play, you know, you go through a lot of emotions. The adrenaline going through your body is incredible, and this is going to be a real great visit from Mickey Mansell. Again, see, he's putting the pressure on Gino.
Yeah, Gino can't finish 166. Mansell ever so close to giving himself a dart to take out 1-2-1 in the previous leg.
Mickey Require 121.
Slipped into the treble 10 instead of the treble 15. Voss sat on double top. It'd be some way to win it. Treble 17 for Bull. Mickey Mansell finds the treble 17. Bullseye he wants for a 6-1 win and a place in the third round.
78.
You can see Gino Voss couldn't look. He was looking away, praying that the dart weren't going to go in the bullseye. But Gino's got a chance here, and he pins the double top. Gets another leg on the board. The crowd give him a good roar of approval. But it only was to hold the throw, so Mickey steps up to throw for the match.
Yeah, best leg he's had in quite some time, actually, Gino Voss. Having won the third leg, it's been pretty much all Mansell.
60.
We have seen some valiant efforts at coming back into games from losing positions so far this weekend. Fantastic stuff from Gino Voss, and maybe he does have a chance.
Oh, there's no question. You know, everybody that's that way back's always got the chance. It depends on what you can throw at your opponent, as I said, and put him under pressure and
43.
what he replies with. And certainly the 180 has scared Mickey a little bit in this leg, so the Gino's got to follow it up. Oh, and he has done with another beautiful dart.
90.
That is so unlucky. I mean, you know, perhaps when the first one deflected in the 5, perhaps a visit down the 19s might have been a little bit better for him, but
6 very well thrown darts there. Glorious moment. Thought we may be heading towards a perfect 9.
100.
But more importantly for Gino Voss, it's put him in charge of this leg on the Mansell throw. And he's suddenly playing a lot better. Back comes Mickey Mansell. Maximum here.
140. Gino Require 131.
Would have made a real difference. Extra 40 points there.
not a time to not hit a treble.
45.
He's given
Mickey
Mansell a chance, even if Mickey doesn't take this out. What he's been doing fairly well is setting the shot up, and Gino Voss, when he comes back, may only get a dart at the bullseye. The treble 18 will give him 2 darts at double top, double 16, sorry. Another one of those, but it's double 19 for Mansell for the match.
139.
Well, he missed Bull for 1-2-1 to win the match in the previous leg. He's missed double 19 for a 1-5-8 to win the match here. Can Gino Voss punish him and claw another leg back and keep his hopes alive here at the Dutch Darts Masters? Bit of a wobble on the board there. He manages to find the treble he needs, and double 7 is what he wanted, but he's missed it quite a long way inside. And Michael Mansell, 3 for double 8. Just taking his time. Double 4, Mickey Mansell for the match.
11.
They were a long way off, weren't they?
were.
Nervy darts from Mickey Mansell. Those darts to close the leg out and to win the match. Very, very difficult. Does it prove for Mickey Mansell? Now 3, double 2 for Gino Voss. Just stepping back, blowing the sweat off his hands. He doesn't want to. And he's sweating between the fingers and the dart. Oh, and that is a blocker dart.
5 score.
Well, he didn't move. He just tried to chuck it over it or round it, and it's not worked. Michael Mansell, he's missed 4 match darts so far. Lucky number 7 for Michael Mansell.
Game.
And yes, it is. At the 7th time of asking, Michael Mansell pins the winning dart. He's a 6-2 victor over Gino Voss. And into the 3rd round goes the Northern Irishman, where Kim Huybrechts or Wayne Jones will await.
118.